Look what we got a whole day early. And I'm going to change that thing out so I can stop like a normal person. So this is what I've been dealing with. Wait for it. 1, 2. Yeah. I need to fix that. And why are you not? There we go. Yeah. That is the brake, the ABS motor going out. Pretty much gone out. I got a new one. I'm going to replace it. And I think I'm going to live stream it. If you think I should live stream me pulling out this master cylinder and rebuilding this thing, throw a like down there, maybe comment. And it's going to get done either way, but I need to get rid of that. Comment. So we got brake lines disconnected and all the connectors. So now I just got to go in and start disconnecting all the brake pedal and the 4 bolts that hold the master cylinder in. Next, I need to disconnect that cotter pin that holds the pivot pin in where the brake is connected to the pump for the master cylinder. And then I got to break loose those 4 bolts. There's 2 more on the top. And pull that little, well, actually I don't have to pull that collar off. I think I just pull the cylinder out after that. All right, so I got the pump out, the cylinder and the pump out. That's the old pump. That's the used replacement pump. Always remember, this thing's under pressure when you go to take it off, so it's gonna squirt. So I'll be prepared for that. And then I should only have to pull these 2 bolts here, if I remember correctly. Those 2 bolts and a hose, and that hose right there, and I should be okay. So we're gonna keep plugging away. All right, so here's where I'm at. That's the old one. That's the replacement. Everything's buttoned back up. And I'm gonna try to throw this thing back in and get into the programming, and gotta do bleeding. Much fun. If you ever run into a situation where you don't have magnetic bits or don't have a magnetic bolt, but you need to put a bolt or a nut up in an awkward place and your socket doesn't really hold it, get a piece of paper towel or a napkin, stick it over the socket, stick the nut in the socket, and it should hold it while you're doing what you're doing. So I got that in there and nothing worked. So then I pulled that out, pulled the motor assembly apart that I did not order, did not replace. This is my original motor, and all of the little coating that was on the inside of there was all inside the housing. That brass, that copper ring down in there isn't all the way wore out, and the brushes aren't all the way gone. So I am going to clean that and see if it gives us a better situation after the fact. I'll keep you posted. All right, so here's the final update. Everything's back together. We bled the master cylinder. We bled all 4 wheels. I had to pull the back half of the motor assembly apart for the, I guess it's basically a brake booster accumulator thing full of nitrogen. The motor side of it was very dirty and had all this crud inside of it. So we cleaned that out and we got everything back together. And now there's no more crazy beeping brake light, and my VSC works. Also, I had to go through and do the reset on the VSC. And anybody who has done this before, they already know. But for those of you who don't know, if you look at that diagram, you see E1 and TC. E1 is 3rd from the bottom, or 3rd from the top on the right hand side. TC is in the middle, right here, and right there. So E1 here, TC here. Get you a piece of wire. I got a paper clip. Where's the two of those? You gotta pull that thing out of there too. Where's the two of those? Pump the brake 8 times, 10 times. It should flash, reset all your things, turn the key off, and you should be good to go. I think that's it for now. Just feel free to shoot any questions if you got them. All right, so here's the final update. I got everything together, and the speed sensor, I forgot to clean the driver's side front speed sensor. So it was caked up full of crap, and my traction control kept activating. So we got back to the house, cleaned it off. If you don't take your ass around the motherfucking corner, thank you. I got it cleaned off. And now my VSC and VSC off light are back on. And I think it's because, oh, might I add, the bolt that holds the speed sensor in that wheel that I just fixed, or that I just cleaned, broke. Yeah, I gotta drill that shit out now and replace the bolt. So I'm thinking I got a problem with another wheel speed sensor, perhaps. But the good news is I can stop, even with my traction control not working properly. I can stop without the ABS kicking in and acting like a damn idiot. So I'm going to have to run the full Toyota computer on this thing, find out what it is, and either probably reset it or replace both wheel speed sensors in the back and possibly go through with the reset. I don't know yet. If anybody has any ideas, suggestions, comments, feel free to jump in. Shoot me an inbox, comment on this, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad I can stop and my speedometer works again. I'm not really worried about the VSC because I don't plan on using the VSC. I want to do burnouts. I want to do drifts. I want to put turbos on this thing, and I don't need traction control. I just need it to work properly. So that's where I'm at. I can stop. I'll figure out the rest of it finally later on, I guess. All right, that's the update.